Today's political landscape is a fiery arena, where the stakes feel higher than ever before. In this environment, complex policies are often distilled into dramatic television moments, making intricate issues seem deceptively simple. News segments have become the battleground for political ideas, but in the heat of the moment, substance is frequently lost as debates turn into spectacles. The media plays a pivotal role in shaping these conversations, transforming policy debates into spectacles of personality and conflict that captivate viewers. This dynamic creates a high-stakes environment where every word, gesture, and reaction is scrutinized by millions, amplifying the pressure on everyone involved. Hosts and guests are not just discussing issues, they're performing for an audience, striving to win arguments in the most compelling and memorable ways possible. This relentless pressure often leads to emotional exchanges, where entertainment value is prioritized over genuine education or thoughtful analysis. The result is a public discourse that favors confrontation over comprehension, making it harder for viewers to understand the true complexities of governance. Over time, media personalities have evolved into influential figures, wielding significant power to sway public opinion and shape the national conversation. Their personal beliefs, unique styles, and even their mannerisms become part of the story, further blurring the lines between informing the public and actively influencing it. The focus on televised clashes and dramatic moments reveals our political culture's deep attraction to conflict, spectacle, and drama. News networks carefully structure their programming to maximize engagement, framing policy discussions as personal battles that keep viewers hooked. As a result, the political becomes deeply personal, shaping not only the media landscape, but also the way voters perceive and respond to political issues. This ongoing cycle has a profound impact on political fortunes, making it increasingly difficult for viewers to grasp the nuanced realities behind the headlines and soundbites. The media's role in shaping public understanding is immense, but too often, real issues are obscured behind a curtain of partisan showmanship and dramatic presentation. The line between informing and influencing has become increasingly blurred, fundamentally affecting how the public perceives and processes major issues of our time. Ultimately, this cycle defines much of modern political media, influencing everything from voter behavior to the very fortunes of political leaders and parties, and shaping the future of our democracy. Donald Trump's tariffs were a signature yet controversial economic policy, sparking intense debate across the country and around the world. Aimed at protecting American industries and jobs, these tariffs marked a dramatic shift from decades of free trade policies that had defined previous administrations. The media's portrayal of the tariffs was deeply divided, mirroring the polarization within the nation itself and fueling passionate discussions in living rooms and online forums. Supportive outlets framed tariffs as a bold, necessary move for American workers, celebrating what they saw as a resurgence of economic patriotism and national pride. Meanwhile, critics highlighted the downside: rising consumer costs, supply chain disruptions, and the struggles faced by farmers hit by retaliatory tariffs from other countries. Economists frequently explained that tariffs function as a tax on American businesses and families, warning that such policies could ultimately hurt the very people they were meant to help. This division created two separate realities for the public, with little middle ground and few opportunities for genuine dialogue or compromise. The debate soon extended far beyond economic data, touching on questions of national identity, patriotism, and deep-seated political loyalty. Media coverage amplified this division, reinforcing competing narratives and making it harder for viewers to find common ground or objective information. Each new development in the ongoing trade war only deepened the public's understanding chasm, leaving many Americans confused and frustrated. The media didn't just report on this division, it actively amplified it, turning policy debates into dramatic spectacles. The debate was not just about economic data, it was about who we are as a nation and where our loyalties truly lie. The media's role in shaping public understanding is profound, often obscuring the real issues behind a curtain of partisan showmanship and sensationalism, leaving viewers to navigate a maze of conflicting perspectives. Imagine tuning into a typical cable news segment focused on Trump's tariffs, where the stage is set for a dramatic clash of perspectives. The anchor, poised behind a gleaming desk, introduces the topic with bold graphics and urgent music, signaling the importance of the debate to come. On one side of the split screen, a panel of commentators prepares to weigh in, each ready to defend their viewpoint with passion. The host, a staunch defender of the tariffs, launches into praise, sharing anecdotal stories of supposed economic revival and manufacturing jobs returning. But the guest, an economist armed with data and charts, calmly counters, presenting evidence of job losses, higher consumer prices, and the broader impact on American families. As the economist lays out the facts, the atmosphere in the studio grows tense. the host's confident smile fading as their narrative is challenged. The host interrupts, questioning the guest's motives and expertise, shifting the focus from the facts at hand to the supposed political bias of the expert. What began as a discussion about economic policy quickly morphs into a heated loyalty test, where defending or opposing the tariffs becomes a measure of political allegiance. The economist tries to explain the consequences of retaliatory tariffs and the real struggles faced by American farmers, but their points are repeatedly drowned out by interruptions and crosstalk. The segment soon devolves into a chaotic shouting match, with panelists talking over one another, prioritizing spectacle and drama over genuine understanding or truth. For viewers at home, the truth about tariffs and their impact becomes secondary to the conflict, leaving them more confused and frustrated than informed. The host's role shifts from neutral moderator to aggressive prosecutor, challenging not just the data, but the very credibility and intentions of the guest. The conversation drifts further from economic realities, focusing instead on accusations of political bias and personal attacks. The host might even ask, "Whose side are you on?" A question designed to discredit the expert and frame the debate as a battle of loyalties. Despite the chaos, the economist persists, calmly presenting data on retaliatory tariffs and the hardships faced by farmers, hoping to bring the conversation back to substance. Yet, their explanations are repeatedly drowned out by aggressive interruptions and the relentless push for confrontation. In the end, the segment devolves into a spectacle of raised voices and accusations, leaving viewers with more heat than light, and the real economic issues lost in the noise. A host's on-air meltdown is often strategic, not random. When faced with challenging information, they can engage or attack the source. Losing composure shifts focus from truth to the guest's audacity. This meltdown validates the audience's beliefs, reinforcing moral certainty. Deflection tactics include topic pivots, accusations, and dismissing data as fake news. The goal is to regain narrative control, not facilitate debate. The host's loss of control is a performance of power, defending their worldview. It creates memorable moments, energizing the political base. While it may seem unprofessional, it's a success in audience engagement. The host neutralizes threats to the echo chamber, maintaining the dominant narrative. The on-air explosion is a feature, not a bug, of partisan media. The host's emotional reaction reinforces the idea that their political position is not just a viewpoint, but a moral certainty. The dissenting guest on a partisan show faces a tough role. They're often a political punching bag, but sometimes break through with a truth bomb. A potent fact disrupts the segment, challenging the host's narrative. Citing a conservative study on tariffs forces a moment of reckoning. The guest presents evidence, not opinion, challenging the show's premise. This moment confronts the audience with uncomfortable reality. Speaking truth to power is risky, inviting criticism. Yet these moments are crucial for healthy discourse, cracking echo chambers. They remind viewers of verifiable facts beyond political talking points. The guest's truth bomb challenges the show's premise, confronting the audience with reality. This act of speaking truth to power is risky, inviting criticism. Yet these moments are crucial for healthy discourse, cracking echo chambers. Televised confrontations often prioritize style over substance. Hosts use aggression and emotional appeals to dominate conversations. Their goal is rhetorical victory, not understanding the guest's view. This approach values strength over accuracy, entertaining over informing. The guest's calm, evidence-based style is often at a disadvantage. Television favors aggression, cutting off detailed explanations. The debate becomes a performance, not a search for truth. Networks structure programming to encourage confrontations, driving ratings. Viewers see aggression as justified passion or bullying, reinforcing biases. The segment doesn't change minds, it reinforces existing views. The confrontation becomes a Rorschach test for political identity. The actual substance of the tariff debate is lost in the noise. The television format favors the aggressor, cutting off detailed explanations. This dynamic highlights a tension in modern media: inform or entertain. A shouting match is compelling TV, with clear conflict and heroes. Networks understand this conflict drives ratings, structuring programming accordingly. A fiery cable news segment doesn't end with credits, it's just the start. Clipped and shared online, these moments go viral, extending their impact. They shape public opinion, serving as rallying cries or evidence of bias. Political figures amplify these moments, elevating them to official levels. The media personalities become proxies for political battles. Viral moments harden political identities, designed to enrage, not persuade. They reduce complex debates to emotionally charged narratives. Constant exposure makes people less open to opposing views. Political discussion becomes a zero-sum game, not a search for solutions. The ripple effect amplifies confrontations, turning airtime into news cycles. This process shapes public opinion, serving as rallying cries or evidence of bias. Political figures amplify these moments, elevating them to official levels. Prominent news hosts are now political players, rivaling elected officials. They set agendas, frame stories, and influence millions nightly. This transformation fills the void left by declining objective journalism. Hosts become trusted truth-tellers, wielding immense leverage. The media-politician relationship is symbiotic, trading access for influence. This cozy relationship blurs lines, compromising media's role as a power check. Hosts defend policies to maintain access and status within the political ecosystem. This reality has profound implications for democracy. When media and state lines blur, the public loses a crucial power check. Media should question and challenge authority, not support it. On-air confrontations enforce party discipline, making hosts political operatives. Theatrical media reactions to policies like tariffs reflect our polarized era. On-air clashes prioritize winning over truth, entertaining over informing. This style erodes trust in institutions and experts, dividing public understanding. Media personalities wield power with profound responsibility. Shouting down dissent contributes to a culture of intolerance. Confrontational TV may boost ratings but harms democratic health. A well-informed citizenry requires media challenging its audience. Recommitment to journalism's core principles is needed. Value substance over style, curiosity over certainty, dialogue over diatribe. Media should bridge divides, not widen them. The story of tariffs reflects how we discuss everything. Until we converse without meltdowns, discourse remains fractured. Our ability to solve shared problems is diminished.